So y'all arrive at the library proper, and and Akifi, you actually see this ragtag group come in. You also, let's see here. You also see Isimo's trying to help Catherine, who is actually looking quite a bit pale, into the library. Goodness.
Everyone's in the library, right?
Yes, the Margaret's in the library.
At this point, Akifi gets up and helps move Catherine to a chair, or to her chair.
What's happening?
We're not entirely sure. However, we hope that the priestess can help us find out.
Something's wrong with her.
Yes, something's very wrong.
She looks at both of us.
Allow me to take a look. Nefertank also approaches as well.
I would like to divine smite. I mean, not divine smite, divine sand.
No! Stop her!
Yeah.
Fucking hell!
I would like to. Yeah. Akifi's actually the fiend. My talking this here. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do this one extra thing. So, you thrust your hands forward towards Catherine's direction, and notice that something foul seems to be coming from her brain. Looks like. Now then, I want you to roll Arcana.
Oh no! Wait. Oh fuck.
1 second.
It's 7.
No, that's not what I did. I just hit control something that bounced to a different Discord for a sec.
Good job.
I'm pretty sure it's 7, you fucktard.
I know, that's what...
Okay. So, you sense in, and you notice that it seems to be something foul, and from what you've noticed from the magic, it seems to be essentially a lingering effect that is magical in nature, but not a spell.
Oh fuck.
There's something magical about fiendish. It's something foul and magical coming from your brain, Catherine.
Olivine looks to Vathos. Vathos, what do you think?
I think he raises his non-trident hand, and magic begins to form around it.
I think I'll check when.
It swirls around, and he points towards Catherine. Magical sigils begin to swirl around and spin around Catherine's head. They immediately stop and shake, and they shatter. Catherine immediately falls to her knees.
Do I recognize that spell?
Roll Arcana.
All rolls well.
Margarita
Oh,
has
fuck! I'm normally good at Arcana, too!
What the fuck, all of you? I swear.
My appropriate Arcana roll.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Okay. Let's see here.
Dirty 20.
So, Olivine needs to learn how to learn to do magic more. Akifi was too focused on divine sense to actually take good notice. And,
yeah, based on what you described it as, she should be just kind of stretching and, you know.
Mm-hmm. And Margarita notices that this was dispel magic. Upcast it to a higher level.
Did it work?
Catherine is just on her hands and knees.
Margaret steps forward to
I've been hit by dispel magic multiple times in the past, but why wasn't... If it was magic, why was it not dispelled back then? Simply because whoever was casting that spell on you, that spell, dispel magic against you, weren't casting it strongly enough. You needed someone of my power and my caliber to be able to help you.
How are you feeling, Catherine?
Vathos, do you know what it was that was dispelled?
It felt like from the looks of it, it wasn't quite as hard as attempting to remove a curse from Ashi. However, it looked almost like a lingering piece of dominate person.
Really now?
Dominate person?
But like when when Vathos was talking about removing the curse, Margaret just gave him a slight scowl for a second. Just
Catherine, are you able to recall anything more clearly now of what might have happened? What might have really happened that night?
She's silent for a little bit, and you see her hand shaking on the ground. Ah! She punches the floor with all her might. She's still shaking. I failed. I failed that badly.
Failed how? What happened?
Margaret's just kind of rushing forward to try and stop her.
I failed. I didn't.
Catherine, please. Details. What happened? Report, please.
I didn't even get a chance to attack the target.
Just grabbing her hands to try and, begin pulling her back up to her feet.
It happened upon you first?
No. I was able to spot the target.
What did it do?
As soon as I was about to go in for the kill, it shot a spell and some type of other kind of magic at me. When I came to,
You were at the inn, weren't you?
not just that, I saw Eric, not quite while I was in control of my body. I saw him take out something from his backpack and give it to me.
What? What did he give you?
After I held on to it, something strange happened to him. It's as if everything about him was just destroyed. His mind, it's as if he became a wild animal.
What did they pass to you?
It looked like a magical tome.
Describe this tome.
It was black and it looked like it had been through a lot of decay.
Any other details about it? Any symbols, runes, text?
On right in front of it, that Carnage mage.
It had a clock on the front of it, didn't it?
Invitaos.
I'm going to assume that this is the same book that Olivine saw when she did her investigations.
It had a clock in one of the covers. It was pointing at midnight.
What did you say? Had a clock and was pointing at the midnight? No, one of the
Covers.
Okay, cover the book. Gotcha.
Olivine decides
He was.
that the same fiend would make an appearance 7 years later.
He had the book. What for was any of this?
Catherine, what did you do with the book?
Who did I kill? What did I kill?
Did you kill?
Well, all I can see was I was running. I ran through the town. Ran through some forests. I ended up in a town, in a city. I met with a woman. She looked scared, but she seemed resolute.
Can you describe this woman to us?
She had blonde hair and some glasses. She looked like she was a mage from Clea of Solus. From perhaps the Royal Academy. I handed her the book. I turned around and went back to Sevke. Once I returned, I see myself taking a seat at one of the tables, and I was able to take control of myself again.
In this moment, where is Kat?
She's on the floor, on her hands and knees still.
Okay, and first of all, does Mara believe Kat? Secondly, what does Mara sense of Quinn's current state?
First, Margarita, roll insight.
Olivine will run inside as well.
Kat?
As well, Kifi.
And Quinn?
What are you trying to insight?
I would suppose she's telling the truth, or she seems to be.
Okay, let's put it this way. Olivine, do you notice something that you've never seen Catherine do ever before? At least in the years that you've known her. She's actually tearing up.
Nice.
Catherine, are you alright?
Mara's definitely
I'll
gonna just
maybe
help
get down
her
on the floor
right?
by her.
Whether or not she's ready for it, she's gonna pull Catherine up.
Of course I'm not ready. Or sorry, excuse me. Of course I'm not alright.
Just so she's standing now, instead of just on the floor.
Was I that much of a failure?
I think we were just unprepared for what we encountered. We believed that it was a normal fiend, but apparently it was not at all. This was my mistake, not yours. I should have noticed that something was off.
Catherine? Yes?
Yes?
You appear to be someone who takes her job very seriously. You must be. It seems like a very difficult kind of job. It takes a lot. And all I can say is that you appear to be someone who's hurt a lot. But you don't have to be hurt for this. It is not an easy situation. I can read the room. There's a lot of things that's happened before that is all connecting in ways that I don't think any of us could have ever predicted. You must have done what you could have done.
In Vita.
Yes?
In Vita. I think I remember.
The woman's name?
Yes. She said, with this, I and Vita Locus will have all of my dreams come true.
What would she do this all for? What?
I think I heard that while I was running back to Sevke.
In this moment, I assume she hears this, so Marguerite is just gonna run away from Catherine and move over to just beside Quinn. We're like there. I just carefully reach out a hand and put it on his side.
Kiona takes a look at Quinn. Well, I guess that's another mystery that we're gonna have to add to the pile.
I'm beginning to wonder that fiend that we encountered, if it is the book itself that is the fiend.
That'd be my guess, because when I hit it with that chaos bolt, it seemed to transfer energy into that body pup, like a puppet.
In Vita? Let's hear. Nefertanka speaks up.
Yes?
That is the name of the mayor of, well, what was known as Limani. The town that I'm from.
Does this description match her?
No. In Vita Locust. Some
She
woman who...
was something more than that. Something touched by a fiendish source.
As we all
She'll
saw.
just kind of holding a Quinn on his sensing things and taking over.
His hand is just... He's not responsive. He's in just disbelief. He's basically overriding his physical, like core, I guess. He doesn't really like sense anything like that.
So now we know the true perpetrator.
You talked of some sort of book, yes? With a clock motif.
Yes.
Yes.
The mayor, in Vita, she also had some sort of book, and it was through it that she cast very powerful time magic, and it is through the same means that the fiend that we saw, and she points out towards the scene where everything happened.
This also would explain why that this person who supposedly cannot cast magic would suddenly do so.
Yes.
It wasn't him. It was the fiend. It was the book.
A possessor, a parasite of... Yeah.
It's all I know what kind of fiend this is. Now that we have a very particular grasp of what it is or how it works.
You know how it works. However, throughout your entire studies about fiends, there hasn't really been much recorded about fiends like this.
Oh wow. All of mine doesn't know what it is. That says a lot.
But not only that, this one also is a bit strange, because normally if a fiend is possessing a book, or rather, if a book ever acts in that way, it just means that it's cursed. But for something to actually be straight up possessing it and also possessing the host completely, it would have to be exceptionally powerful. Things like Vecna, for example.
Is an entity.
Margarita read all of them. Margarita read all of them.
Okay, one side.
29. You can still be there, but if you want to.
I didn't hear what she said.
Can Margarita read all of them? Do you choose to be an open book?
Oh, she's not hiding it, no. But even if she did, I don't think she could beat that with a natural 20.
Okay. I sense that you are also puzzled by this development, Oliven.
Would it keep you heard anything of a fiend of that nature in her paladin training?
Okay, roll Akifi, roll religion.
Yes, I've studied fiends very thoroughly. I mean, as the information specialist of a two-man team for our organization, I have to thoroughly know fiends, fae, undead, etc., in and out. And I have never heard of a fiend like this before. Frankly, I'm baffled.
Okay. Let's see here. Akifi, the only types that she might have known in regards to something this powerful or this mysterious would be from legends of old. What the fuck is that sound?
Oh, that was just me. That was me trying to do the like HMM in the Kifi's voice.
No. We were hearing static.
It was again the idle static.
Okay, is it clear now?
Probably,
Yep.
The net connection.
Okay.
Then
Alright,
it must have something.
So, right then, to continue. Yeah, I freaking I just said like, what the hell was that sound because of that? Alright then, so, but to continue. But yeah, you've only heard of this sort of thing from legends of old. You do recall of a legend of a demon being sealed into a book in the past, though.
There's only ancient legend to this, but there was a legend of a demon being sealed into a book.
Oh. Would Olivine possibly have heard of this legend before?
Okay, this one I'll need you to roll religion as well. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Checking my modifier.
That's static.
Still lagging.
Oh,
Do you have any idea what it might be?
Yami?
Give me. Try and push the tokens in. That helps anything.
It's either 3 or 7. It's a 3.
Good job.
11.
Okay. Okay. So, you have read about it, but because of its lack of frequency and the fact that literally no one in the organization has ever encountered it before, you didn't really think that it would be something that you'd have to prepare for.
So I know of it, though. I've heard this legend.
Yes.
I think
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
what we're dealing with.
Please push the token, please.
Though no one within our organization's ever heard of this thing before,
Well,
or
no.
I've never encountered this.
There you go.
So I never expected that we'd ever actually see this fiend before. But yes, I believe I know exactly what this thing is. And what is it?
So far, you've only know it as something called a biblios.
This would be the fiend, the Biblios. A fiend that was essentially bound and banished to a book.
Okay, to continue, both of you know this as essentially a hero of old. It's never mentioned. It's never been mentioned if it was any of the the heroes of the cardinal directions, or any of the any of the 10 rather. But a hero essentially fought this being of time, and sealed it into a book.
interesting.
And
That's good. Oh, sorry.
And according to the legend, it also cost him or her their life.
Olivine just pales beyond she normally is. She's already pale normally, but now she's just looking ghostly.
She's just
What
white.
is it?
At this point, Akifi scours the books for the books and bookshelves for anything that might have anything to do with this biblios.
Quinn hears all of this and looks at then looks towards Catherine. What does she look like?
Okay. Oh, sorry. What was that?
Quinn looks towards Catherine, as he's listening just silently to all of this. What does Catherine look like?
She's just looking down at the ground. Roll insight real quick.
+9, I think. Oh, Bibli. Oh.
Margarita just kind of has a expression of concern and apprehension because she doesn't quite get what they're reacting to, and she just kind of instinctually pulls Quinn closer, just kind of around his neck.
Olivine will take out her mirror and stare into it.
Okay. All right then, Quinn.
What?
You'll note from what you can read from Catherine, it looks like she seems more shaken the fact that she wasn't as good as she was supposed to be. You're taking a lot of self-doubt and self-pity from her right now.
I finally gonna snap out of it and look back and see this siren sorceress tugging my apparel, and I look at her and just kind of pull away from her, saying please, I'm fine.
So she kind of looks in the face, a bit unsure, a bit
promise.
sad.
I promise.
She doesn't go though, more because she's just kind of confused. She just turns towards Akifi instead.
I pull myself away from Margarita best I can and just embrace Catherine in just a hug. Quinn feels so fucking shit about herself, or like her and himself, that they were fooled this bad. And he just says to her, "Made a
Akifi is just
mistake."
Okay, say again, Quinn. Vibes.
He made a mistake. And both of us ended up paying for it. I don't hold grudges.
Seeing you
I'm
do
s-
that, it takes her a moment. She's just kind of like, just light bulb moment. Oh, and she rushes up and does the same. Continue.
Olivine looks away from her mirror. This wasn't just a fiend we encountered. This was a fiend of legend. One that a hero sacrificed their life to banish. We never stood a chance.
Ah, I understand.
I don't hold grudges. I'm sorry I doubted you.
I'll make amends when I can. I don't like having to owe people.
Margaret
Can't you-
just starts giggling a little bit. You
You
know.
can
Continue. I'll say what I say afterward.
You can't bring dead people back. Best we can do is make the one who caused this pain pay for it.
You know,
Everyone falls to bullets.
I've
And he doesn't let go.
this is an odd feeling. It's like we are all a big, happy, sad family.
Indeed, it's quite emotional. But I suppose if it's what's needed to get things back in order, it should be fine.
Fate weaves its strands in mysterious ways.
Oh, whoops. Freaking advertisements.
Fates entwined, weaved, a strange web.
A demon of time.
Yes.
That was another talk, by the way.
Yeah.
I shall do what I can to research about this.
Is it not odd? Go
Yes.
ahead.
It's July.
Oh, I shall I. Okay.
Is it not odd
I will tell
that
you.
What?
it all comes back to the heroes since the very beginning?
Isimos walks this way. It's almost as if we're being set up to be legends ourselves. With all this happening, I'm actually kind of nervous.
Like it's a thoughtful look on her face.
Let's see here. Olivine, you notice that that Isimos is actually shaking a little bit.
I repeat, we're one big, happy, sad family.
I mean, it's
Olivine.
true.
Olivine rests her hand on her sleeve. It's strange, isn't it? how we've all just been drawn together, connected in ways that we never could have possibly imagined. This demon of time. Clearly, I've been brought here for a reason. To encounter this fiend. Not once, but twice. And in fact, actually, now that I think about it, I recall something just before the time that I died. Right in that moment before, I remember seeing within my vision a clock. What was unique about this clock? It wasn't just an old clock. It was a clock with 13 hours. And the hand of the clock was on the 13th hour. And that's the last thing that I remember before I passed.
The 13th hour.
Yes.
Okay, Fee. I need you to roll Arcana.
Okay.
Margarita will be staying with Quinn and Catherine, primarily. She's also just kind of staring into a book she's found.
Oh, thank God I bombed this when I rolled.
Oh my god, I just noticed a typo on that.
That's fine. Fine, join next with an
Akrana.
Akrana.
Akrana! It's
Akrana.
fancy Arcana.
Sure, why not?
Or Chrono check.
It's a crane. Okay, so Yami, I realize that you're trying to apply to be a construction worker. I don't want to be the
birdologist. A birdologist.
Ha ha ha. LOL. Alright, so Akifi, you immediately recognize the 13th hour is something that often pops up in reference to the Fae.
The 13th hour is something common with the Fae type.
What's the Fae?
Yes.
In what regard? Is this like a spell of some sort?
The 13th hour is when the fairies, pixies, and all of the Fae creatures essentially are able to come out and play. That's the time when the borders of the material plane and the Feywild are at its weakest.
It's when they're able to.
What is that concept?
It's when the Fates are most easily able to access the normal realm, because the borders are weaker then.
Did he?
I'm sorry, when was that time? When was the time when the border was weakest?
The 13th
The
hour.
13th hour.
No, 13 o'clock, not 1 p.m.
Could it be that a Fae reached out and saved me at that time?
Probably a question for Dammer, maybe. Morgan Le Fay?
Oh, I hope I spelled that joke right.
F-E-Y.
Close enough, you knew what I meant.
Hehe. Alright then, so you're not quite sure like what the Fae have to do with this.
I believe this is no coincidence, though. This fiend. I was meant to fight it. I was meant to defeat it. Giving the references of time, the hero that stopped it, and its reoccurrence within, this could very well be, as crazy as it sounds for me to even suggest that this is my destiny.
It would not be surprising. All of us gathered here. We seem to be connected.
Well, it's a large amount of coincidences, but I'm not a big believer in fate or destiny myself.
I believe I need to have a conversation with our merchant friend.
Good luck.
Olivine would then walk over to Catherine.
She still seems to be in a state of shock.
Catherine, do not beat yourself up so much. This is no ordinary fiend. This is no ordinary creature. We encountered something that a hero of old had to sacrifice themselves to even just bind. We never stood a chance. We could have both encountered it at the same time. It probably would have killed us both. This was something far beyond our reach, beyond our power, beyond our control. This was a mismatch of might. So do not blame yourself for succumbing to such a powerful being. We're just mortals, remember that. And with that, Olivine would then leave and head towards dinner.
Oliven, before you go,
Yes?
I'm sorry about what happened before. Back in the grounds, it was, I hope you don't blame Ashi for how she reacted.
No,
Just as,
it's fine. I don't blame her.
She is my friend, you know. And I know it is difficult, but I just wanted to make sure that things were okay. Especially seeing as we were going to be a team, it seems.
I hold no ill will or grudge against her. She was just merely inquiring into what she believed to be right and was a bit distressed at the time. I've seen many people in situations like that. I'm not about to blame her. So, do not worry. I hold no ill regard to your friend. And, water under the bridge as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. Also, could we compare notes at some point? Perhaps you could teach me some things, different ways of combating fiends. I have been doing some studying on my own and with vassals, but for someone whose entire being, sometimes it seems it's dedicated towards the unsense acquisition of fiends.
Yes.
I would like to learn. I'm eager to learn.
I am quite proud of my knowledge and teachings as far as fiends and the like go. It's what I do, so it's what I must know to be able to perform my job. If I can, provide any insight or help with you, I'd be more than glad to. Speak with me another time and we'll go over some stuff. I'll see what I can, impart to you.
It will be very much appreciated, little one.
Of course.
I think by the way that you at some point noticed that she looks a bit different than that first time we saw her.
What?
Because if I'm not mistaken, previous interactions, she's seen Margarita looking humanoid. This time she's purple skin, octopus legs.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
The Olivine would take notice, but at the same time not be phased. Olive's seen
Okay.
a lot of things in her time. So a An octopus-like creature would be nothing new. Well, perhaps not necessarily nothing new, but nothing all too surprising.
On that note, Olivine, roll nature. I think it's still 3. Okay. You've read about rarer creatures in the Northern Sea. These creatures were apparently able to shapeshift from a humanoid form to and somewhat octopus form.
Do I know what these creatures are called?
You believe that they might have been called sirens.
Oliver would sort of glance her features over a bit before making eye contact with her grin. Your name's Margarita, correct?
Yes, I am Margarita.
I take by your appearance that you're actually a siren, aren't you?
Yes. I come from the sea.
Very interesting. And Vathos? Olivine would then look to Vathos. He too?
Of course. We are from the great kingdom of Altamare. Perhaps you've heard of us?
Have I heard of that place before?
Nope.
I've never heard of such a place. Perhaps then maybe an exchange of knowledge then. I can tell you what I know of fiends and the like, and you can tell me of your home.
Let's see here. Vathos turns to Margarita.
Granted, I said that looking at Margarita.
Yeah, sorry. If something was right with me, I missed it because that was okay.
Oh, I had Olivine say that perhaps an exchange of information then. That she'll tell you what she knows of fiends and the like if you'll tell her of your home.
Sure.
I look forward to it then.
Very well then. If the princess is fine with it, I shall also assist you.
I'm always interested in learning about new places that I've never been, particularly places that I've never even heard of.
Perhaps
Perhaps
one day.
me. Go on.
Perhaps one day, if you learn how to breathe through water, you can come visit.
Olivine would just chuckle. I'll get back to you on that one. And with that, she would then take her leave and head towards Dammer, the lovely merchant.
Bye. Okay.
Okay. With that being said, we are going to end it off over here. Well, have a
Okay.
Hopefully,
This has been
on time.
the Rondo of Kiecross Eternia. Thank y'all for watching, and we'll catch y'all later.
See
Bye
ya.
bye. Oh ha.